That looks good fun, doesn't it? Right on the strange sheet, another game got suspended due to lightning storm this week, this time at Colorado. Here's the ref pulling the players off the pitch. The fans weren't evacuated this time. And there's a shot of the sky, and at the moment you'll see some lightning. Ooh! Get him off. Don't be scared of the weather. Until we started watching the MLS, we'd never seen this happen before, so we thought it was about time we found out just how widespread a phenomenon it is in American sport. We spoke to Luis Arroyave of the Chicago Tribune, who told us that summer sports like baseball and soccer are more likely to be affected by storms than winter sports like NFL. And in fact, approximately one Major League Baseball game gets postponed each week. That is amazing. Over here, we've never had anything postponed from lightning in my memory. Something else we need to follow up on from last week is the sight of LA Galaxy fans wearing paper bags on their heads. Thanks to all of you who told us that it had nothing to do with them being ugly or on a witness protection programme. It is more to do with the NFL and the New Orleans Saints, to be exact. Apparently, the Saints started the 1980 season with 14 straight defeats, which upset a local radio presenter so much he encouraged fans to protest by wearing paper bags during the games. The idea caught on, and fans from other sports now protest in the same way. So in Spain, they wave white handkerchiefs. In America, they wear paper bags over their heads. After the break, we've got this week's lesson in US commentator speak, and we've got news of the MLS newest celebrity fan. And talking of which, who do you think Mission Impossible, Twin Tanner, Desperate Housewife actor Dougray Scott supports? Here you go, find out now.
Hello, my name's Dougray Scott, and I support Hibs in the UK, Scotland, and New England Revolution in the States because Stevie Nichol's the manager. I know that.
This segment of the show is brought to you by sharks. Sharks! They're the most popular fish in the media at the moment.
They are. They're everywhere, sharks, at the moment. Welcome back to Soccer USA, and a big hello to all our friends watching over the pond in the United States of America and Canada. We're big fans of embracing one another's culture. This is why we're running our guide to US commentary, and it seems it has a celebrity fan.
So my favourite phrase an American commentator speak has to be the comb-over header.
The comb-over header from Di Rosario.
And the reason is because the comb-over, for me, just reminds me of Bobby Charlton. That's what he was famous for, that's what everyone talked about. For me, Bobby Charlton's famous for his football, but everyone talked about the comb-over, and it just reminds me of him, so that's my favourite.
Yeah. And I'm not far away from doing that same manoeuvre myself. Right, now, Mr. Beckham, Monsieur Le Beckham, are you paying attention? Here's this week's lesson.
Virtuoso from Hayden. Good spin move.
Spin move. The phrase used to describe a nice turn by a player.
Gets into the final third on the left side, then you get the cover-up run.
Colombano looked to be the bowling ball.
Bowling ball. The phrase used to describe a player who creates space for another player to run into.
Of the first half, and it was a good one. And Gomez changes up, this time goes to the keeper's side, and Nicky just turning away that spinning cobra of a free kick.
Spinning cobra. The term used to describe a well-hit shot that has some curl on it.
Yeah. The rest of the world could really learn something from American commentators. Come on, Motti. Come on, Martin Tyler. Come on. This is another great example of them. They use new proverbs that I've never heard, like this one.
Yeah, Joe Cannon is one of those guys just super optimistic. If you put him in a room full of manure, he would dig for the pony. If you put him in a room full of manure, he would dig for the pony.
No idea, but I love it. American commentators are not only brilliant, they also educate you. Here's Max Bretos giving us a Spanish lesson.
Chicago not looking like a team, playing a man down. They continue to play in an aggressive manner. To the light of El Profesor, the professor. Maybe that one didn't require a translation, but just in case.
Max, I did have a stab on the door what that meant, you know. Back to the action then. Here are the rest of the week's goals.
Robinson ahead, Lombardo on.
Waits for some help, cuts it back inside. Lombardo toward the 6, cross to the middle, a shot, and a save! Another big save by Ramondo. More white jerseys and go. Over the top it comes. Nice run there by Chris Brown. Into the 18, Brownie, a shot, just over the top. Oh, just over the top for Chris Brown that time.
There you go. There's a whole thing right there. You see how quickly they transcribe what I say?
Isn't
that incredible?
Leave that up for 5 minutes and people can write it all down.
The Reds could use a win, and they could use a goal here. They have one! Patrick Noonan from Connell Smith. 1-0 Rams.
Goodson's free on the far side.
Curler, Reese all over his head, and it's into the goal. The man we talked about, El Pescadito, Carlos Ruiz makes the Revs pay. Here's Ralston, time to put in the cross. No, he doesn't. It was closed, and McCarty gives it away. Here's Dorman, make that Ralston. Noonan makes it 2-1. Second of the game for Pat Noonan. Second of the game for the Revolution. They retake the lead. Wide for Dorman, who's been all over the field, centering pass, Spill. Twelman's there. Sala, Ralston takes a touch. How's it not gone in yet? Now it's in. Now the Revs lead 3-1. Steve Ralston, Revs up by 2.
Dallas is going to try and push things. Wagenfield going off, the defender going off, put 3 in the back.
This guy has crazy, tricky moves and speed. Oh, good centering pass. And wow, that's buried by Carlos Ruiz.
What a goal.
Twelman now. Chrisman. Smith. Low shot. And it's in. 4-2. Who knew? Connell Smith doubles the Revs advantage. And that should be all she wrote.
Afuera lo ha estado durante toda la temporada el colombiano estadounidense Carlos Llamosa, que también sufriera los problemas ligamentarios en su rodilla izquierda.
Allá va Merlín, el mago encara Bouna. ¿Hay penal o no hay penal? Me parece que hay falta por detrás, Diego. Es oriundo de Anaheim, California. Allá viene el tiro. ¡Gol!
Houston on the corner. Just buzzing through and buried in the roof. Nice soft ball, back post. Alan Gordon. See the marks on his face, and then as you mentioned, we had a close-up with him just seconds later. He was starting to swell already. I think he was a little angry after that. He was looking for some contact.
And we'll see what that does for him here in the second half, if maybe he plays with a little more aggressive nature. You know, similar to, you hear football players talk about when they go in to hit. We're going to have a penalty kick
They're going to call it PK. And so a chance now for Di Rosario to put Houston in front against Joe Cannon. 2-1 Houston. We played this ball at the top before. He's just been sending it into the box. Without much there. Brian Ching tried a one-touch, left alone, and that'll end up in a goal, and Joe Cannon is livid. His defenders quit on the play.
Yeah, some good goals there. That wins good Houston's place in the playoffs, and it's not surprising they're doing so well when you see the commitment they put in. They've even started tackling each other in the box.
In the second half, after
definite pen this.
One shot there in the first half.
Pen.
Together right here.
That could have been painful, but nowhere near as painful as this. See if you can tell the point at which Joseph and Ngwenya felt the pain. That wasn't actually his voice. Still with Houston, Ricky the Hitman Hatton was at the Home Depot Center to watch them play the Galaxy at the weekend. He spent the game in the box with David Beckham, but was actually asked to do the ceremonial coin toss before the match. He's obviously over there promoting his fight with Floyd Mayweather, who he's going to beat. He's going to knock him out! Come on, Ricky! Right, time to find out who's impressed us with their foot skills this week.
More pressure from Kansas City. This was expected from the start of this one. Arno with a great touch.
Let's take a look. Look at that little slick over the top. I like it. He plays
3 games against the Revs here at Gillette Stadium.